boys and girls, I am back and we are talking contouring. I have already done my skin prep with all the prep and prime products, and I've already done my foundation with the Catrice HT liquid foundations that I've mixed, and now we're going to be doing a bit of contouring. I'm just going to protect my top a little bit here, and you are more than welcome to use a little bib for your clothing, because you know sometimes the powder spills on it. And we have this wonderful triangle artist contouring stick from Catrice. So contouring has been around for many, many years. You can see that I am going to darken the areas of my face that I want to recede. So I want to create the illusion of a higher jawline, a stronger jawline, a higher cheekbone, and a thinner face all round. So I'm going to be working all along this area of my face. So this color is quite light for me. I like to contour with quite a dark, deep color. So there is another shade that I can use on the contouring palettes from the You Better Work camouflage palette, Catrice and Essence range. So you can see the difference between the two shades there. I'm just going to make it a little bit deeper and add this color. And then I also want to contour my jawline. So I'm literally drawing onto my face the illusion that I want to create with the contour. And once I've drawn that on completely, then I'm going to be blending it in. And contouring has been around for a very, very long time. Most people think that it's only just recently come to life because the Kardashians made it famous. But actually, the drags have been making contouring like the best contouring for many, many years. And it's just kind of resurfaced. So now I'm just blending it in. Now remember, I've already done my foundation and I'm using this blending brush from MAC, I think this one is, and I'm just blending it in. So contouring is also a layered approach. You don't just contour yourself in bada boom, bada bang, one shot, because you want it to look natural. So the whole thing about contouring is to sort of create this perfect face, but it actually looks like your face is just naturally like that. So you naturally have a strong jawline and high cheekbones. And it's quite fun because you can actually recreate your look entirely. And just make sure that you blend it in very nicely. So I'm using this brush, and then after this brush, I'm also going to be using the Beauty Blender, just to give it a bit of a soft blending effect. And so here I'm creating the illusion of a longer, thinner forehead by doing my... And you can also contour with different shades of foundation. You don't have to just use contouring products. Blend around the nose. So I like to make my nose look thinner and more pronounced. So I contour all the way into the brow, contour the tip a little bit. And then obviously we're going to be using the highlighter to bring the areas forward that we want to amplify. So with the dark we're taking away, and with the light I'm using this one drop coverage weightless concealer. I'm just going to actually... So you can see all of these areas I obviously want to bring forward. So under the eye, and it depends, you know, it's different for everyone, and I highly recommend that you try and play around with your contouring to see what works for you. I like to make the V on the forehead here with the lighter shades. And then also I have these little indentations on my chin that I really don't like. I mean, they're cute when you're 5, but not so cute when you're in your 30s. So I just highlight here, and a little bit on the top of my lip, because I want that lip to look fuller. And then for this, I'm just going to use my blending sponge. And just, you can see how those areas are just popping forward by using this highlighter. And you can see how quick and easy it is to contour. When people think of contouring, they always think, oh my gosh, I don't know how to contour, it takes long. I'm going to contour on the jawline here. So I'm making this area stronger, and I'll show you, I'm actually going to do a little bit more contouring under here just now with the powder. So as I said before, contouring is very much a layered approach. So you don't just contour with a cream and then off you go. You actually do it again with a powder, and that really just sets your contouring in nicely. It gives you that very professional look and feel. You can also actually take a little bit of this highlighter and just put it on the tip of a brush, and you can just highlight ever so slightly under your brows. So I've already done my brows, and now I'm just going to highlight underneath them. clean them up and to give them that nice professional look. Okay, now we have lots of different options with setting powder. This is for under the eye. It's the highlighting powder. And you put that in all the typical places where you would imagine you put the highlighter. So the forehead, the nose, under the eyes, on the chin area, and then under the cheekbones here. And then the fixing powder. Or you could use this Catrice palette, which has bronzer, mattifying bronzer, luminizing bronzer, these thin switch brushes. The contour again here. So I like quite a deep contour. So I use, the stronger the angle of the brush, the deeper your contour. So if you want a soft contour, then you use, so you can see the contour is now starting to take shape because I am kind of layering it. And remember to work your contour right into the hairline, because you don't want it to just stop midway of your face, because then you'll just have marks on your face. And then I'm contouring under the hair again, and under the jawline here. Your jawline is the first place that shows aging. So the first place where you start looking old is when your jowl starts getting a bit saggy, actually before your wrinkles and so on. And then I'm just going to blend it. Blend, 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 blend. I want a bit of a highlighter. So I'm just going to highlight here. This is not the shiny highlighter. This is just like a mattifying highlighter powder. So I'm using it under the eye, on top of the nose, on the sides, chin, underneath here. So I like a bit of a, actually I like a bit of a yellow undertone in my powder. So I'm going to do a bit of this on the forehead. I don't want it to look too white on the forehead because then it looks very light, your skin. So the yellow undertones work very well for me. I think South African skin in general has got more yellow undertones. Actually, I really like this reddish color. So there are no rules. You can break the rules, you can make the rules. So I'm going to just pop a little color of this on my eye. I'm actually really loving that blush color. So your contouring palette can double up for many things. You can use it for eyeshadow. You can really do what you want, girls. So highlighting palette is your friend. Everyone must have a glow highlight. Fabulous makeup artist and friend Laika Eunice. So she just pops a little bit of the, I'll just clean that brow there. Pops a little bit of the highlighter on the tip of the nose here. And then you can also have a little bit of it. So contouring and highlighting doesn't stop with defining your face. It's all about bringing out all the areas that you want. So popping it into your eyes here and a little bit underneath, highlighting underneath the brow. Okay, actually, I'm almost done. We're just going to have a little pop of highlighter on here. So now you're really bringing out, and you can see how beautiful that highlights the cheek. Oh, I'm having so much fun with this. I might never end this video. Take my top off. I mean, my tissue off. Not take my top off. Nice one, ladies. We're aiming for the male viewership. Okay, and so contoured, lip is done, and ta-da! Even with very little makeup and the contouring, you can look fabulous.